It is go time here in the NFL. Everybody is panicking. Everybody is throwing a fit because we are not only 6 games into the season. And the NFL is continuing to be the drama case that it's going to be.
Time out. There's no drama. It's just one thing that happens every year, and everybody says it for 4 years in a row now. The NFL is fixed for one team.
Who?
What?
The Bucks. They have the best record in the league.
No, the Chiefs. There were some terrible calls in that game on Sunday night.
Yeah.
Terrible calls.
Okay, but if
to keep momentum their way so the game wouldn't get away from them just like it did in Jacksonville, which then forces their game plan, forces it out of Andy's game plan, and now they're playing catch-up. They don't play well in catch-up right now.
But if it were rigged, why wouldn't they want the Lions, now that they're good again, to find...
Because the Chiefs can't be 2-4. Because Taylor Swift won't come to games.
You would have had them beat Jacksonville if that were the case.
No, I'm just saying that the Chiefs can't be 2-4, so this game was a must-win for the Chiefs. And they made them win it.
I don't know.
I don't know how you guys feel, but that's how
I mean, if the NFL is scripted, you shouldn't be complaining.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, are you guys in agreement? That's the one drama. The one big drama right now is, once again, the Chiefs can't be bad, so it's whatever it takes for the Chiefs to be good.
Yeah, but could you imagine right now being a Tampa-Indianapolis Super Bowl?
It's not good. It's never the teams who are the top teams in Week 6 never. Yeah, but I mean, it was it was an Indiana OKC NBA Finals, right? And it wasn't well watched.
It was exactly,
but it was a good competitive final.
It's just like in the MLB. The MLB needed the Cubs to be in the contention here, or needed the Yankees to be in contention, and they're not. So
yeah, but then basically you're saying every Super Bowl is boring unless we get America's
I don't think so.
I don't think so, but they're not looking at. It's not about competitive games as far as good teams. It's about TV ratings.
Okay.
All of these leagues only care about.
So then you
the
agree with my
stream.
point then.
Correct.
I don't think it's necessarily.
I mean, that game there was some bad calls.
There's bad calls in every game.
No, there was blatant bad calls in that game.
There was no way golf was that was not an illegal motion. Like everybody freaking does that, and they didn't call. They were on the sidelines. They were coming out to kick the extra point, and then they get together and start talking about it. If you were going to make the call, you would have made it right away because it was an infraction. Why have a meeting about it after the fact when nobody said anything?
I mean, it was like us against the Broncos when we had intentional grounding.
Yeah.
It was like, what the fuck? Like, they had clearly intentional grounding, about to set up for the next snap, and they call it, right? So, I don't know. I don't see I see the Chiefs doing what the Chiefs do. They're starting to get people back. I think there were some questionable calls, as there is in every game. Mike makes a point. But when you look at, the totality of the NFL, everyone's freaking. Bills fans are burning down the city. Eagles fans want Sirianni gone for the 4th year in a row after starting 4-2. Giants fans are hard and ready to go from Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterbo. And congrats. You won one game in the last 6 years. Congratulations. Actually,
some of us are slightly upset that we won that game, only because yes, we do like that Dart and Scatterbo are good players, finally, but a lot of Giants fans want Dable fired, and that's the type of win that saves his job. So it's kind of a up and down, like hit or miss type of thing, where it's like, yeah, it has good results because we might have actually good players now, but at the same time, kind of don't want the head coach anymore. So,
I mean,
lukewarm. I would say.
I'd say
your average
you guys
Giants
are finally competitive and finally looking like a football team, and you're upset. You personally?
I mean, I don't want Dable as coach anymore. But
so you'd rather have lost these games, is what you're saying.
You're rather losing these games and going 0-6, 0-17, and just absolutely just
join the Jets as a winless New York.
As long as Dart and Scatterbo look good, sure.
But how are they going to look good if you're 0-17?
I mean, there's plenty of players that look good, but their team loses.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
It's a team game.
That's just. I mean, look, I feel like I'm going back into defense mode of all your teams. But when it comes down to it, we never give anybody chances in the NFL. We never give anybody chances in college football. It's, you better prove it to me right now. And it's like, I mean, I'm not a biggest Dable fan. I don't like his schemes. I don't like the way he does things. But you still got to give him a chance at least like 4 or 5 years. And I know we're on year, 4 now? maybe
Yes.
5.
Yes.
And finally, he's starting to get some click with his offense. He's got a great defense, and it just goes back to even like quarterbacks. I mean, we're sitting here like looking at who's the quarterback? I mean, we look at Baker Mayfield. We wrote him off. He was a practice squad freaking defensive player for the Carolina Panthers.
And he shined in one game with the Rams, and everybody was like, "We need him." And we got him.
But like you never give anybody a chance to develop, and then everyone's always like, "Let's trade for Shador." What has Shador done?
And
He hasn't done anything.
And you
Okay,
think,
so
How are we going? How are you having a landscape of college football being the landscape of yes, this guy's ready. This guy's ready to take a team to the Super Bowl.
well, let's take it to actuals. Didn't you think it was time for Tennessee to make a move? I mean, they played awful football for the first 6 games of the year. Awful.
well, I mean, he was kind of universally voted the worst head coach in the NFL, which I didn't realize. Of course, I don't really watch a lot of Titans games, but I guess he was making bad decisions. I mean, in certain cases, I suppose.
I'll deny it because I mean, you go ahead and get rid of most of the Titans have
This
done.
is true.
The Titans have done nothing but get rid of great players year in and year out.
And they expected to win.
But you have to be competitive. I mean, they were
how?
competitive in one game.
How?
To be fair,
They don't really
I
have
understand
anybody.
he has nothing, but your job
And
as
Cam Ward is kind of, and like I figured, I think Cam Ward is a mediocre quarterback, but that's my opinion.
I don't think the expectation should be you have a rookie you need to win, but I think the expectation is you're smart enough to figure out with what you have, how can you at least give a product out there that's presentable.
Right.
I mean, other than that Arizona game, they are awful on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, they just don't play good team football, and there's just no rhythm. And that's the thing. There's no rhythm, and I mean, unfortunately, you have a rookie quarterback in there, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And
These
Not
guys
much
have the
wrong.
best one, though.
Woo. I mean, I don't know about.
I'd stand
I mean,
by that.
hopefully,
I stood by
hopefully.
that.
who's
I
a
stood
better
by that
rookie
on that.
quarterback?
Jackson Dart.
No, I said who's a better
yeah.
rookie quarterback right now?
Not Dylan Gabriel.
I don't know.
Give your
Not Dylan Gabriel.
you stand on business with your team, man. Like
I am
God
standing
damn.
on business with my team.
No,
Fire
you're
the head
not.
coach.
Oh, fire the head coach.
Because the
Not
thing
after
is,
you beat the world champs. I mean, that would be the most unprecedented move in league history. Hey, we just beat the defending Super Bowl champs. You're fired. Hey, buddy.
See, but-
hey, buddy. Good win. You're still fired.
fine by me. I don't care because the thing is like you talk about, oh, he's got to have a chance. We've been down this road before. First year's head coach. We win 9 games. He wins coach of the year. He's won a third of that since. With the same team.
No, not the same team.
Yes.
Most of the team is gone.
What do you mean most of the team is gone? They've gotten better.
Defensively.
Defensively,
Not
but not
offensively.
offensively. They're basically getting rid
Yes.
of everybody offensively. Okay, so
Malik Neighbors.
he's not there,
He was last year.
and you guys didn't have a quarterback.
They had the same quarterback to start last season
Who?
that they did Daniel Jones the year he won 9 games.
But I'm saying, like, you lost Saquon Barkley. You kept losing guys that are on the offensive side of the ball that are great players.
Cool. Fire the GM
It
then
was
too.
also easier that year because Dallas and Washington were awful. So it was easier to win games in division as well.
They weren't.
Huh?
They weren't.
Yeah, but if you have 2 competitive teams as opposed to 4, because there's 4 this year,
That's
it's
4
easier
wins.
to win division games, right? So you guys won. I think you were 3-1 against those 2 teams. I don't think you'd swept them, but you may have. You would know more than me. And that gives you an edge. If you can go 3-1 against the other mediocre teams you're in division, that's foot in the door for playoffs right there. You know, winning record.
Fine. You
500.
win, okay, fine. You win 9 games.
Mm-hmm.
How do you win 2 the next year?
Because you're the New York Giants, and that is the state of New York football. It doesn't
Exactly.
matter who the
We've
head
been down.
football coach
We've been down this road before. So
Yeah.
like you say like, oh, give your team some credit. I do give them some credit. I was very happy with beating the Eagles, but don't ask me to expect that this is going to be any better. Because I've been down this road with the last 3 coaches. However many coaches they've had since Tom Coughlin.
To me, it's take it when you could have it, bro. Like right now,
So once every 5 years.
I'm actually happy that the Bucks aren't competing to go 9-8 to win their division because that's how it's been since Brady was here like before. So now it kind of seems like
you could
if we lose freaking.
No, I'm saying you could still win the division.
All right, well, we're not going to talk about the Giants anymore because the Giants will go. We'll still have a losing record, so it's all good.
Let's talk about this one. Do you guys have faith that what we're seeing in Pittsburgh can work for the rest of the season?
No.
Yeah, I mean, look, you got one of the top 3 head coaches in the league. You got Aaron Rodgers, who everyone wants to write off, but I mean, he's still Aaron Rodgers. 3 or 4-time MVP. Mm-hmm. He's looking pretty good in that offense, and he's got probably one of the most underrated top receivers in the game in DK Metcalf. And so, I mean,
Warren ain't that bad.
They are a great defense. They've always been a great top 5 defense every single year. All they need to do is score a few points, let the defense do the work. I mean, and that division is in shambles right now.
Yeah, they'll win the division for sure.
But I don't know. I mean, just seeing Aaron Rodgers, I mean, he's looking like he's having fun playing football again.
And that's what I love seeing. But 3 out of the 4 wins, Browns, Bengals, Jets, right? So it's like, okay, we can't see anything yet. Same thing with the Colts. The Colts have beaten the Jets. I think the Browns, they beat like 4 of their 5 wins are very mediocre competition, right? So we can't really say, yes, I think these teams are going to sustain it. But it's fun for 2 reasons. One is it's nice to actually see him humble himself once and be like, hey, I am now a 40-year-old quarterback. He's actually acting like it in the game, which is how you win games because you play to your maximum output or potential right now, not who you thought you once were or who could be. So he's actually protecting the ball.
And he's finally with the coach.
What, guys, and all young QBs, if you protect the ball, your team might win a game.
But he's also with a coach that knows how to coach.
Yeah.
Like if you, I don't know why people are writing the Steelers off automatically. I mean, they're with Tomlin. Tomlin's going to be a Hall of Fame head coach. He's the best, one of the best head coaches, probably if not second best head coach in the NFL. And and he's got Aaron Rodgers, someone he's always wanted. And I've said this from day one: if you have a quarterback that you love and you want to be around, it's a lot easier for it to get done, right?
Yeah.
It's
also a lot easier when your division is in total shambles as well.
But they need to start winning. They need to start. I mean, teams that made a great point. I'm sick of being like, oh, we need to establish a run game. No, what teams need to do is just whatever's working, keep going, keep hitting it on the head, keep going. If it's running, run the ball. If you're throwing, throw the ball 70 times a game. If you throw for 600 yards, I mean, it worked, right? So, you didn't get the running game going. Everyone's got something to criticize, and something to criticize is always. I mean, anytime the Eagles lose 2 in a row, it's basically we're done at this point. We're the top 5 pick in the draft right now. We're done for the season, apparently, to all Eagles fans, because let's be dramatic about everything. Like, AJ Brown's not going anywhere. He never said he was unhappy. You guys are just throwing it out there. He's just sitting there on the sidelines. Everyone's like, oh, look how angry he looks. Yeah, losing sucks. Yeah. Okay? Losing sucks. Like, it just stinks. So
yeah, that's what I don't get. I don't get why people
why would you be happy?
Let's pan to the guy on the sidelines who's completely freaking miserable with how the season's going so far and hope for optimism, because that's what being a great teammate is. No, I think being a great teammate is being honest. Like, don't be stupid and selfish, but be honest, right? And I like that. I like when he's honest. He's like, I'm freaking frustrated. Like you should be if you're having a shitty start to the season.
Yeah, I mean looking at the NFL in just generalization, it's just too early to decide who's number 1. I mean, the Bucs look great, Rams look good. Puka, we'll see what happens. We got a lot of football left to play. I mean, there's fucking 11 games left. Like, everyone needs to relax.
Let's get past Halloween, and kind of at that point, that's the halfway point. We could probably have a much better idea of.
College football looks very
it's wide open too, except for one team.
I mean, Ohio State, Miami, and are the two best teams in the league.
Yeah. Are we on a crash collision course for that? Are we going to see a 25-year reunion of our?
And that's something that I just don't. I mean, I don't see. I mean, Georgia maybe be sneaky, Bama be sneaky good.
What about Indiana?
No,
they have to play Ohio State really close.
Yeah. They play them this weekend.
I don't know if they played.
I don't know if
at
it's
all.
this weekend.
I don't think
I don't know they do play them this year. But they will end
But
up.
in the
They
Big-
are on a crash collision course for the
in the
Big
Big
Ten
Ten
championship,
championship.
right?
But I mean, I don't know. I mean, Indiana. I mean,
They played a great defensive game on the road in Bend, and a lot of people don't go there and win. So I was very impressive.
I don't know. I mean, there's Ole Miss. Ole Miss looks pretty good.
They actually are they? I think they're the
5.
I think they're the top team in the SEC right now.
They are the top team in the
Yes.
SEC. And then
Where's A&M sitting though? Isn't A&M 4?
right behind them.
Oh, they're 6.
A&M's number 4 in the country.
Yeah.
Texas Tech has to be the biggest surprise of the year right now.
Yeah, I mean
They're moving the ball, man. They can score.
This is the
Oregon
first time
looks
since
okay.
First time since 2013, I think Texas Tech has gone 6-0 to start the
You
year.
think Patrick Mahomes is happy about
Yeah. I think so.
I mean, beating Oregon on the road in Eugene was impressive to me because they couldn't do that to Ohio State last year. That's who they got stomped by.
Yeah.
Indiana. So I don't know. I don't see it out of Indiana. The college football ranks are just kind of just stagnant right now. Oh, there we go. That's lovely. There we go.
And that's just it. If it's stagnant, but 2 teams are sitting at the top, have we finally seen the separation that we've been waiting for in college football, where these 2 teams have separated themselves? You think so?
I think so. I've gone on record as saying I think Ohio State's the number 1 team in the country.
Well, they are.
I mean, the best.
the best team. But I don't know. For some reason, and I can't necessarily put my finger on why, but I still have my doubts about Miami. Maybe it's that we saw kind of Beck have the injury, the elbow issues last year, and he didn't seem like. I mean, he was playing okay, but not great. Going into that injury last season.
Yeah.
So maybe I just fear that version of Beck is going to show up in a big game. On the collision course of Ohio State and Miami. But I don't know. There's some about the magic of Indiana that I kind of have a good feeling about this year. I know
the TCU darling.
They kind of the TCU darling, and now that didn't work out when TCU was the darling, and perhaps it won't with Indiana. But I'll give them credit. Signetti, great coach.
All right.
I've heard his name with Penn State, and they have a better quarterback. Mendoza is one of the favorites for the Heisman.
I don't see him jumping ship for any reason.
No.
All right. Next head coach at Penn State is go. Quick. Don't think about it. Just say a name. 3, 2, 1. Boom.
The interim coach. They're going to give him a shot.
Yeah.
They're going to stay in house.
I think they'll stay in house.
No. I think it'll be Signetti.
I don't think Signetti.
He's always been when they brought it up, he was the only coach that I watched interview to say he didn't say much. He just kept it very neutral. Where Rule was I love Penn State.
He's a Penn State guy.
He met his wife there, everything. So he's there. They asked Fran Brown. Fran Brown told the media to go fuck himself because that was a dumb fucking question to ask him. I see Signetti. They're going to throw the bag at him. And Penn State needs to throw the bag at him.
And if he says no, then they'll go to...
I don't know if they'll go to interim, honestly. I don't think they'll stay in-house. I think they'll go
No, they'll go
outside.
to Matt Rule.
They'll go to Matt Rule.
Yeah, they'll take him as their... I think he's choice 2.
I don't think he's leaving Nebraska.
Then, but
You're talking about throw the bag at someone if they don't get him. They need...
He's got the bag at Nebraska.
I know, but they will give more.
I know
Their budget
that.
is...
But you got to remember, Nebraska was a powerhouse football program.
It's been 30 years.
But so is Penn State.
Yeah,
right, but Indiana is
being competing.
And Indiana's number 3 in the country right now.
So, I mean...
So if Rule's not leaving a mediocre Nebraska program for Penn State...
Not too mediocre. What are they right now? 17 or 20?
Yeah, they're ranked, bro. They won one loss. I think one loss.
Indiana's number 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just see Signetti leaving them. I think this is all basically upperclassmen, transfers. And after this class, he's done. He's gonna go out. He's gonna go for a Big Ten job.
At this point, being that he's built the program up so much, it wouldn't surprise me if Indiana matches, if not tops.
They're not
I don't know
gonna
if they have the checkbook.
They don't have a checkbook for that. For basketball. If you were to say basketball, then yeah. But not for
well,
football.
Historically, but they might fork it out for football.
No.
Considering their basketball team has been hit or miss as far as competitiveness, and I continue to repeat, he's gotten the football team to number 3 in the country.
So what? I mean,
at Indiana.
So like he goes and has a shit season next year, and then he loses every opportunity to go get a job. Like these coaches typically do. They have these big couple years, and then all of a sudden they have a fall off because again they have the transfer portal that is just basically just all these guys transfer or they go somewhere else. Like people aren't going to transfer like at top schools to Indiana. They're transferring from Indiana to top schools. So Penn State's going to pull out the bag for their next head coach because they need that national championship contention, and then they need that because Franklin got him there. They got him to the top, and then he basically just could never get him over the top. He just got him there, and it was great. I think Franklin was a great hire, great motivator, great everything. You just couldn't get him there, and that's what I say about a lot of coaches. Again, we're going to go back to the NFL. Sean McDermott. I think he's gotten the Bills the farthest that he's going to get them, but they need a new voice at the helm in order for them to get over the mountaintop to win a Super Bowl.
If they had made a move early and brought Vrabel in right now,
he wasn't going to go. He wasn't going to go.
You
think he would have went to the Bills over the Pats?
I think if it had happened a while back when things were messy in Tennessee and they had shifted, that would have.
No, but I think McDermott was the right guy to kind of lead the charge here. I think Vrabel's good with grabbing the talent and saying, okay, let me push them over the top. Let me get them people.
Yeah, but to Jay's point, last year, Vrabel was without a job, without a head coaching job. But I think could have fired McDermott.
But he didn't even interview. He didn't interview anywhere. So he was waiting for the Pats down. That's what I'm saying. Even if they let go of McDermott, I don't think he would have interviewed for that.
I got you.
He didn't. That was the biggest question on First Take and Pat McAfee show.
Vrabel?
Vrabel's not even interviewing. He's just chilling.
Yeah.
So he's literally sitting there waiting for that job.
Yeah, that's true, and it would have been
get his legs with Tennessee of know how to coach, know how to do all this shit.
Prove that
and then let me go back to my hometown where I
as soon as Mayo got let go, we all knew if Vrabel was the coach, pretty much.
I think Mayo was just always going to be 1 year. They could have won the Super Bowl last year. He would have been 1 year. They would have just got rid of him. Been like, hey, see ya. How wild would that have been? He wins the Super Bowl.
That would have been. Sorry, we want Vrabel. But
Vrabel goes 2-15.
But Robert Kraft comes on the press conference. Yeah, but we've got our guy. Yeah. We feel like we've got our guy.
Vrabel's been bullying me the entire time with fucking hands. Teach me how to defensive line.
Listen, we have defensive Dan Campbell.
Gotta get out of here.
So, Texas is a fraud, or are they legit?
Texas Longhorns?
Mm-hmm. I know we're bouncing back.
All
right, I'm going to play legit or fraud, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to ask you guys too. Okay.
Like this camera.
The camera doesn't even want to.
This camera is a fraud.
Camera doesn't want to play.
We're about to call out the brand right now.
Don't get EOS webcam 3. Canon EOS. So I'm not gonna go through my school. So okay, Texas fraud or legit?
Too well coached to be a fraud, but not legit. Mediocre.
I guess, what do you consider legit? Do I think they can win a national championship, or do I think that they're going to...
or legit? Legit means they're a great team.
I'll err on the side of legit. I think they're better than some of their games have shown.
Okay. So, all right. The Buffalo Bills.
Legit.
Yeah. Okay. The Indianapolis Colts.
Legit.
Too early.
Fraud or legit? I mean, we got 6 games in.
Too early.
Right now.
Okay. A prisoner of the moment fraud.
Prisoner of the moment fraud. Okay. USC.
Fraud.
Legit.
Okay. Let's see if I got one more. I got one more team. I forgot the name of it.
I want them to be legit because Notre Dame kind of needs that win, but
LSU.
Fraud.
Take your bias out of it.
My bias is out of it. What has he done?
It's not for me to say fraud.
Is it fraud or legit? This season.
Fraud.
Okay.
It's not for me to say fraud when you lost one game. So.
Who did they lose to?
They lost to they lose to Ole Miss.
Ole Miss by a field goal.
Yeah. Legit.
And Ole Miss number 5 team in the country. Yep. Okay. All right, let's go players.
Okay.
Mac Jones.
Legit.
Right place. Legit.
Yeah.
Okay. Arch Manning.
Legit. Just needs. I mean, he's still very young and just started actually being a starting quarterback. Give him a little time.
Fraud as a Heisman hype.
Yeah, you can't be as Heisman hype and have these numbers.
Well, he was never going to live up to the hype. He was supposed to be the next coming. He was supposed to be the next coming of Peyton, but NFL Peyton in college. He was supposed to be the best player ever as soon as he stepped on the
I
field.
got one for y'all. Rico Dowdle.
Legit. He's a really good back.
He's a fraud. This is his first good game that he's had in his entire career.
Against the Cowboys.
Against the Cowboys. Like,
That's
anybody can run on.
I mean, I don't think it's his first good game he's had, but
Yeah, it is. It's his career high game. That was his best game ever.
okay. I didn't say it wasn't his best game. I said it's not the first good game he's had.
That's what I said. It's his best game ever. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, of course.
That's what I said. His best game ever, which is what he had against the Cowboys.
Right.
I had a feeling that he was going to have a good
Well,
game.
of course.
Because they let him go when they didn't have a run game. So,
Here's one. Is Bijan, is it too early to say Bijan is the best running back in football right now?
Yes.
It is?
Yeah, I would still take Saquon over him.
I don't know. This year?
Yeah, like right now.
I mean, he's the way he ran through that Bills defense last night was absolutely unreal.
He's
just hitting the hole. He's hitting his gaps right. I mean, I gotta go by year.
What he's doing.
If you said best back, okay, career wise, I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously we're gonna go Saquon or Derek. You know, as 1-2. But this year, I mean, Bijan's 1. I mean, 2 has to be
tough, right?
Who's
2
2?
is a toss up. 2 could honestly be somebody under the radar.
Irvin's been playing good, but he's not been hurt.
No.
Yeah.
Swift.
From the
Swift
Bears.
is carrying the Bears right now because Caleb, I mean, they had a stat that came up that said after the win, and kudos to them for that because, I mean, it's crazy that Washington turned it over 3 times and lost by 1. So we know why they lost the game hands down, but he is the first Bears quarterback in franchise history in his first 5 starts of a season to have 200 yards and a touchdown. If you put that stat up for anybody else in any team, they're like, that is as mediocre as it gets. That's so average.
Who's that, Jaden or Caleb?
Caleb.
Yeah.
But he's the first Bears quarterback in their franchise to have 200 yards and a touchdown.
They really do not have a history.
They have the worst history of quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Worse.
Somehow behind, like, the Browns.
Yeah. Well, the Browns did have some good play in the 80s at least, right?
In the 60s and the 30s.
So, Jim Brown. Back in the 60s, but I mean, I don't know who would be the second back. I mean, you got to always rely on Derek
Cook.
James Cook has had a good year.
Taylor
might be.
They've stopped going to him in Buffalo. They've literally thrown the ball 55 times.
And I don't get that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just there's nothing working, and no one's getting open, and that's the problem. Is there's not a guy getting. They're running their routes, and they're not getting to another level.
Have 2 giant tight ends. Put them in the game.
Well, Kincaid was out last night.
Both tight ends were out.
Okay.
Dawson Knox was the only one there.
I didn't know Knox. Okay, Knox was in.
But their other young guy that they just drafted,
Kincaid,
no, not Kincaid. The other guy was out too. Him and Kincaid were both out.
Because the obvious says your defense cannot, like, they're showing that they can't stop the run at all. So the wear and tear is real, and they got demolished in the first half. So if that's the case, aren't you going to come out and say, hey, guys, we need to keep them off the field? So play boring football. Play old Pats football where it's dink, dink, little run, dink, dink, little run, 7-minute drive. There we go. We got a couple points. We're still in the game. But you have to manage the moment better. And that's why I say I don't trust the head coach. And you already said, but I don't trust him because he can't make great in-game adjustments. And that's what you need to win a Super Bowl.
Well, the other thing, too, is Dan Orlovsky pointed out is the pick that Josh Allen, or the one towards the end of the half, where Josh Allen threw it at the guy's feet, that receiver's got to know that, hey, the defense zone broke down, and you got to look because you know your quarterback is going to break down. So you got to look at your quarterback because if he looks at his quarterback, Josh Allen hits him, he's off to the races for a 15 to 20-yard game. Right. At the end of the half. So that's just what the receiving game is not doing it with the Buffalo. They're just not getting to that level of how do I help my quarterback? Yeah. Yes, I can run my route great, but also how do I know when to?
But who's more responsible for that? Is it the coordinator? Is it specifically the wide receivers coach? Like, do you have to get them on the field a little? Like, film. Do they need? Well, you could say it's film, but at the same time, it's feel. Right? It's feel and film.
But you have to know what defensive coverage breaks down.
Right.
Like if you see a safety not commit to where he's supposed to commit, and you see that open lane, you got to go.
Then you take it. Yeah.
You got to go and look, and then Josh is going to be the smart quarterback that he is and hit him downfield. So that's what Josh is waiting for. But every play is 10, 15 yards. Yeah. He's always looking for that big play.
Yeah.
Instead of like what you said, dink and dunk, and dunk, and then then you have the over to the top.
Well, I mean that's
because how Green Bay's winning games right now, and they don't care. It's not sexy, and they're just winning.
Well, the problem is we pointed out,
and they got Josh Jacobs too.
Yeah, that helps a lot. It helped me a lot. But we've talked
top 5 for sure, Josh Jacobs.
We've talked in years past though that this has been a thing that's just been inherent with Josh and their offense. It
just becomes backyard football.
Well, it's what it's built to be. Mm-hmm. That's what since he got drafted, that's always how they've essentially seemingly asked Josh to play and asked the offense to play around him, which is like 10 to 15 yards, make the big play, always go over the top, which is great when it's not predictable. But when it becomes your MO, it's predictable. And like you said, the receivers need, when there is breakdowns in the defense, the receivers need to be able to recognize.
I will say this is like the first in the last few years that it's actually looked predictable, like you're saying. Last year it did not. I mean, they looked like a really well-oiled machine. They had rhythm to their offense. They had movement. They had a good run game. It was just like a bump.
And that's without Kincaid even being as significant as he is this year because he was so hit or miss last year.
And then like the year before it was the same. It was like then you had Diggs, who was the number 1, right? And you just had that offense where it's just like a good song, like it's just good rhythm, good movement, good everything. It's just like you see the movement, and now you just see it's like you line up, and it feels like Josh lines up. And he's like, I don't fucking know what the hell is gonna happen.
Hopefully, I can make something happen.
But here's the thing, right? Tampa's in the same predicament, but they're only in that predicament because they are down to wide receiver 5, 6, and 7. Literally,
that's what I'm saying. They're winning games without their top guys.
Offensive linemen 4, 5, 6, 7 are your starters right now because you're
except
top 3
Tristan
guys.
Wirfs.
Well, yeah, Tristan, but
even so, he's at
75%. He's starting at 75%.
But like
right now, so.
The thing with Tampa is they're just moving them with their
They don't care. They're sticking to their plan is you just plug and play and do what you're
Baker
supposed to do.
Baker doesn't give a fuck who's on the field.
Doesn't.
No.
And he's like, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to throw the ball to whoever and I'm going to give whoever a chance and just run your route.
But that's the difference in a swag and confidence that I think Josh kind of has that air of I'm Superman and Baker doesn't.
And
Baker knows he's Robin and he's like, the rest of you need to.
I think Josh wants to trust his teammates so much, but his teammates aren't helping him out.
No,
but also Joe Brady's not doing a great job on the offense.
At all. So that's why I say, does the blame go back there? Like, does it have to
get? It's just pass, no run. Like, that's where I tell people you have to establish, like, if something's not working, you have to reestablish the small things, the things in football that the fundamentals, like you said, dink and dunks. Can handle the ball off, establish a good rhythm in offense, then you can start going out to the 10 to 12 yard route. Then you can expand it from the 10 to 12 to 25 yard. Like you can start doing different things. But when you are immediately starting the game and you're trying to throw 15 yards down the field, it worked. They hit a 65 yard pass, but never built off that momentum, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like. And again, penalties are another thing that are hurting them. They're just like stupid penalties. It's like it's the same thing the Eagles. Like, don't get me wrong, Bills fans. I'm a proponent with the Eagles. Dumb freaking penalties are costing the team games. It's causing momentum stops. Like when you have a personal foul on a freaking late hit that shouldn't have been a late hit. It's like, God damn, we just made a big stop, and then you go and give them 15 yards. All the momentum's in the Giants' corner right there.
Yep.
So it's like. Those little things have to get cleaned up. The small things have to get cleaned up. You're a coach. What do you teach? Fundamentals and small things. You teach them all the time.
Details.
It's attention to detail is key. And if you're not utilizing that attention to detail, everything breaks down majorly. You can't go do the big things.
It plateaus and there's no progression.
And
like
you can't,
you're more predictable.
You can't do the big things. You can't go out and do the trick plays and do the thing because you're so predictable, like you're saying. Mm-hmm. So I think both teams have a chance. The Bills have a bye week this week. I think the Eagles play Minnesota. I think. I'm not sure. Minnesota or I forget. But both teams have a chance to be a great team. They just need to get themselves into a sense of let's go back to square one. Let's go back to what worked for us and keep it rolling. Like that's just what they have to do. And I think that's with any team in the NFL right now. There's so much parity in the NFL right now. Except with the Saints, the Jets, even the Panthers look good.
Yeah, no, the
Panthers are great.
Like they look like they're moving
balanced.
good.
Yeah.
And like every team is looking like who's going to separate, right?
Yeah.
Right.
There's not a clear-cut number one team in the NFL. Tampa looks good, but you see some nuances with Tampa, and it's like, can they stay healthy? Is the health going to be their caveat this year? Because it's been. I mean, look at you. You were out in Mecca, Mike Evans. They did it.
1, 2, 3 out on none.
Yeah. Otten was gone. It was like it was literally.
But now the Trez Johnson pretty much is like our one right now.
He was sitting in the suite, and he had to come down when the Booker went out.
A Jesuit football game recently, so kudos to the young kid for going out there.
So I mean, I just see that. I just see the NFL and especially with college football. There's a lot of parity right now. It's pretty fun to watch because you're getting great games every week. Even with Arizona, like a team like that, like you're just watching good games. You're like, damn, that's a good game. Like you have good games every single week, which is what we want as football fans. I think we're just waiting for that one team. I think we're looking at the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Bills, the Rams, just to take that next step that we know that they can take. Right. So, it could be. I mean, this week.
I don't think in all fairness to San Fran, they're probably more banged up than the Bucs were because at least we had our starting quarterback. So
they're doing pretty well.
The Fred Warner thing sucks. So that deflates any team when that kind of injury takes place because that's not just your guy on the field. That's your guy in the locker room. Mm-hmm. He's your leader outright. So that deflates a team. And I knew they had no chance of winning that game once that happened. So I don't think we should count out the Niners yet because remember, they have the easiest schedule in the league. Yeah. So they can bounce back at 4-2. It's not like they're in the dirt trying to figure out how to climb out of a bad start to the season. So I believe the Niners could still finish the season as a 12-5 sort of team. And, the NFC West, I think, is up and down other than the Rams right now. Seattle competes. Arizona, we don't know what the hell is going on there. Jacoby looked better than freaking Kyler in the start. But, we're talking about parity and stuff like that. A little talk. You guys are the baseball guys. Just real quick here. We have the best two teams, Milwaukee and Toronto, who might lose both home games to start their championship series. Mm-hmm. Do they have any shot of climbing out this hole going down 2-0 on the road?
Seattle, I don't know. That place is going to be rocking here tomorrow night.
Yeah, rocking. Like no other.
The Dodgers, I just think are just too good.
The Dodgers
I just think they're just too good of a team for Milwaukee to go down 2-1 or 2-0 and go back to LA for 3 and try to pull out of that.
Yeah.
Like you have to win tonight. At all costs, you need to treat this like it's a game 7 because realistically, Milwaukee has had a historic notion in the playoffs of being go regular season regular season heroes, and then they were like the San Jose Sharks of like the early 2000s, where they would just dominate the league and dominate and be like 115 or 116 points in the NHL, and then all of a sudden they go in and they're like they lose in the first round.
Yeah.
So
people have asked me, they're like going into this year's playoffs. I had people at work ask me, they're like, "Oh, do you think?" They're like, "Oh, you're into baseball. Like, do you think the Brewers can do it?" And I'm like, "I'd love it if they could, but I just don't have faith because they just never seem to be able to."
The unfortunate part is if we have a Milwaukee-Seattle fucking World Series, it'll be the lowest rated World Series.
As was Indiana.
I think
possibly one of the more competitive.
Yeah.
I think Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives would get more views than.
Well, I'll be multi-viewing with that.
I know.
Of course you would. Of course you would. I would
what's
say
the lady on Sunday mornings? I forget her name. The Pioneer Woman. We'll probably push that.
Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman
reruns from 1995.
The new
she's good. She makes some good breakfasts. I like it. I'm like, damn, this is really good. We were watching one day. I was like, damn, I want.
Those sound good. Yeah.
I want to go to her house in Texas.
Yeah. To answer your question, Jay, I think Milwaukee would have a better chance. I just think Seattle's on a warpath right now to get through Toronto. It's going to be tough. But the problem is, so right now, as game 2 of the NLCS is going on, I noticed something before the game. I did tweet it out, but I just drop it on you guys, this fact. So Yamamoto's on the mound. He's known to be very deceptive with his stuff. He's got a lot of different pitches, pretty much everything for him breaks. Milwaukee coming into tonight, their entire starting lineup had a total of 5 at-bats against Yamamoto in their careers. Wow. And he hasn't been in the league that long, but this is his 3rd year, I think.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, yeah, exactly.
They still haven't faced him, and
I think they would have played him a lot more this year and had more.
Well, that's the thing is with the Japanese pitchers, especially these days, teams are very cautious with certain, because over in Japan they have 6 days rest compared to 5, which doesn't sound like a lot, but in a full month,
they treat them different in the rotation.
Right, they can treat a lot of guys different. A lot of Japanese guys, especially this early in their MLB careers, different. So there could have been some times when maybe he was on a 5-day schedule in line to face Milwaukee over the last 3 years, and just that changed where he pitched, and he ended up pitching game 1 of the next series instead of game 3 of the Milwaukee series. But with a guy with the kind of stuff he has, not having faced him before and now having to face him in game 2 of the NLCS, that's not great for their lineup. And it shows because they got a leadoff home run from their best hitter, and then nothing else so far.
I just love the comments about Vlad. I'm like, doing all this shit. I'm like, oh, bro, you're 0 for 7. Come on, dude.
It's the biggest series of your career so far.
Yeah,
You ain't showing up.
We got Tina's cousin Trey Basso tuning in. I finally figured out the comments, Trey. So,
what's he got to say about his beloved
he's talking about. I just noticed that he started commenting. So, he's talking about the Bills' defense. So he's talking about. Or everything Bills,
How
actually.
historically bad they are.
No, Knox was targeted only once after that touchdown, which is crazy.
Why would you, again, like you said earlier, if it's working, why would you not go trying to go back to it?
Atlanta's defense, stat-wise, is the best defense in the league.
Well, they went and got 2 pass rushers in the draft, in their first 2 picks in the draft, because they knew that's what they needed. Yeah, exactly.
But he makes a good point. Cook also didn't get the ball after 11-minute mark. They just went to the throw. They just threw the ball.
So we have Josh Allen. We must throw.
He's agreeing with us that it's just basically it's a one-dimensional offense where it's predictable. You go play cover 2, you play a zone defense, and an offense like that it's pretty easy to kind of make your defense be like, okay, we're just going to play zone and sit back here, have 2 safeties high, and we're just going to chill. Because all they're going to do is try to throw it 30 yards downfield, and we'll just defend it.
Well, yeah, they're falling into the pitfall that other teams have fallen into, which I have good quarterback, therefore I must throw. As opposed to, I also have a very good running back who we just talked about a few minutes ago is probably at least top 5, if not top 2 in the league as far as running backs go, and we're just not going to use him. And so I don't understand. I've never understood it when teams go to that methodology.
Rogue all of a sudden.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You just because you have a good quarterback does not mean you have to throw the ball 55 times. In fact, because you have a good quarterback, it's good to spread things out so that he can be as effective as he's possible.
No, I just want to see Josh Allen just he's just got to get on that Derrick Henry.
And just run people over.
And just basically farm just don't get the fumbles.
Right. Just don't have the fumble issue.
Trey brings up a good point saying the Brewers did go 6-0 against the Dodgers this year.
They did, but when the time that's, again, but we talk about Milwaukee's a great regular season team. Mm-hmm. But when the time comes, you just can't. I mean, they lost 2-1 in game 1, close game. They're down 2-1 right now in the 4th.
Yeah.
But I agree. You have to win this game. Yeah. I don't care what you.
They're hitting Yamamoto pretty good right now. I mean, but I mean, yeah. I think the Brewers. He says they go to 6. I can see that if they win this game.
If they win this game.
But the problem is, I mean, you got Snell who's rolling right now.
Yeah.
Tampa should never let him go, even though they couldn't pay him.
Tampa should have let him go. San Diego shouldn't let him go.
I mean, there's tons of. We can go over 6 pitchers right now.
We could have
a World Series roster of Tampa Bay.
The LCS right now.
A World Series winning roster of the players they've gotten rid of.
Yeah.
So. I mean, we'll see what happens in this CSs. I mean, I'm hoping for a good series. I don't want to get things swept. I would personally like to see Brewers, Seattle, actually, I don't care who wins in the AL because it'd be cool to see Toronto, a Canadian team, win before a Canadian team does in the NHL.
It's been 32 years, 33 years.
Montreal, 91.
In fact,
Toronto went back to back.
Whatever.
93.
93.
But Toronto won back-to-back, and it just so happens the second year of that back-to-back was 1993. So Canada has not won a North American championship since 1993,
Raptors.
but they won.
The Raptors.
Well, I'm sorry, the Raptors. I forgot about the Raptors. Okay, outside of basketball, they have won since 1993.
Which really was a default championship because game by game, Golden State lost every superstar game by game. It's like, what else do you guys need to just give this title away?
Yeah,
You
and
know
Toronto
what hockey
traded for
players do if they tear their Achilles? They tape it up and get back out for the next shift.
It's a little bit different of a game.
That's
a little different of a game. It's a little different of a game. A little more hopping in basketball.
Taking shots off the legs.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
They're wearing knives on their feet.
They're literally skating.
Yeah, but
they're balancing with their
They
feet.
don't have to go up and down. It's different.
You've never seen a guy get
Kucherov
cleaned
just
off
dunked it in the net.
Huh? Who dunked it?
Just Kucherov.
Yeah, but the basketball
Could you imagine
players
just
aren't running.
Kucherov.
Could you imagine he just?
That's
On a
a
fast break, just go in the air.
that's a new version of the Michigan.
Yeah, no doubt.
Ah,
Absolutely.
high stick. Oh, bullshit.
Oh, he brings up a good point too,
Yes.
saying that the Blue Jays swept the Mariners on the road this year.
Again,
So going back to Seattle might not
actually be a problem.
It's weird how teams play better on the road.
Yeah, some teams less pressure, right? Just
Right.
perform, just let it happen.
Speaking of, it wasn't
Tampa goal.
I would have loved if it was Kucherov.
It's our,
just 'cause we
it's
were
our
just-
captain. And Victor
I
Hedman.
thought
But
you were a Red Wings fan.
Vitor.
What's this hour?
I'm an implant. I'm an implant from my grandfather.
He
weather.
adopted the
Yeah,
right now.
I am. I mean, I got implanted from going to the games, and it's an electric environment. I've never been to a Red Wings game, too.
And to be
So
fair,
we need to go
to
into
be
it.
fair,
We
you're
need to look at Red Wings Lightning on the schedule. Circle that.
You guys don't. You
end
guys
of the
don't.
season.
Yeah.
I wear my Red Wings jersey.
Yeah. Ben, to be fair,
That's fine.
I will say your hometown is the Lightning AHL
Wasn't
town.
always.
So. No, but there's at least there's a lot of players over the
Some
last
kind of
decade that have been.
Keeps pointing his fingers at me.
I know.
Like, just
trying to send a
getting
message.
closer and closer.
Send
Like,
a
what the
message.
fuck? Get out of my
I'm telling you my
face.
message.
You two.
Use guys. Listen.
Use
All
guys
right,
listen.
well, we got a lot of sports to keep going. I mean, there's a lot of parity in college football. It'd be fun to see what happens in the CSs. We'll be back here on Thursday.
Yes.
Even though it's Bengals, Steelers, the Bungalows versus Steelers. We'll be back here on Thursday.
Steelers.
So make sure you turn into the socials at Cinco Squad Pod 05. See you guys.